Looks like a deal of Mudryk that was estimated by Arsenal to get done in the first week of January looks like it's not going to be able to happen. And obviously, David Austin has confirmed that there is no quick Mudryk to Arsenal resolution as per now. That is it. Now, after that, we are going to talk about Mikel Silvestre, a former United and Arsenal player, coming out and giving Martin Odegaard his props, because this guy has really gone ahead to really reveal to us what we've been expecting from him for a very, very long time, since he was 16. Then lastly, Emily Smith-Rowe, confirmation, he's in contention to start in this. He's in contention to start in the team of Arsenal that is going to be playing the FA Cup against Oxford. That is on Monday. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? Second video of the day, and I think that is going to be our time of operation: 11 a.m., then around 2 p.m., then 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and maybe lastly at around midnight. That's when you're going to be operating 5 videos on a daily. That is what I'm really targeting on this channel, obviously, to see to it that I really give you the latest information and news as far as this news or football news is really concerned. And with the transfer window really up and down and open, you need to get in the know from here on the channel that you're gonna hit to subscribe to. And guys, continue to subscribe. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers. We have 9,000 subscribers, and I think with just 1.5 weeks from now, 2 weeks, we'll have hit 9,000 subscribers. So Rokani David is my name. Let's get into this, as David Austin is the one who is really kickstarting off this episode of the day. He's telling us that Arsenal have had 2 bids rejected, but their interest remains strong. I think they are staying calm and they will continue the conversations with Shakhtar. There is optimism at the Emirates Stadium that with patience they'll get this done. Now, this is what leads to us to the title of the story, that Arsenal has no quick resolution for this deal. Arsenal thought that at the beginning of January, this deal was done and dusted, and they thought that maybe they are really in a solo race. And I believe the reason as to why Arsenal really took it lightly was because they knew that no one was coming in to hijack it, because the teams by then interested couldn't raise even close to 60 million euros to get this deal done and dusted. That was Brighton, Southampton, Everton, and Leeds. But right now, teams like Chelsea have come in through, and obviously everything has been blown out of proportion. But Arsenal has optimism that this deal is going to happen, and I believe Arsenal has all the right to be optimistic that this deal is going to happen, because it's all in their hands. This deal is in the hands of Arsenal. It's Arsenal to lose this deal, because the player wants them. They're the ones responsible for what is going to happen at the end for this deal. So Arsenal really believe that with patience this deal will get done, because the player wants this club. The player has gone ahead to come out and really say, I want to join Arsenal, and I don't see Mudryk joining Chelsea, going to the rivals. However much Chelsea might come in with the money, I think the player will tell the team, please, if it's going to Chelsea that is the only available deal, I'll wait for Arsenal. You get? Because he likes Arsenal. He likes to play the Champions League. He likes to win things with Arsenal. Arsenal have a perfect model that really fits the desires and the future of Mudryk, and I believe that is what really Arsenal is, a destination for a player known as Mudryk as per now. Now, David Austin has gone ahead to let us know that Shakhtar want 100 million euros for this transfer. They are not budgeting on that as things stand. Arsenal, Chelsea, maybe others think they'll come down. The suggestions we get from the industry is that when push comes to shove, ultimately they'll come down. I too have that thought in me, that at a point X, Shakhtar will bow down to some money that is really good. The reason as to why they've gone ahead to really turn down 2 bids of Arsenal is because they saw Chelsea coming in through. And what propelled the coming in through of Chelsea is Benfica turning down their offer of 85 million euros for Benfica's midfielder known as Enzo Fernandez, the World Cup winner. Now, they have that money at their disposal. That's why when the deal had collapsed, they went in for Badishil, and it was revealed yesterday. I did that story on this channel. It's already there. Then they went ahead to really try to hijack the deal of Mudryk. They are speaking to the agent. They are speaking to the people around Mudryk to convince him that please come to Arsenal. But Mudryk, day in, day out, he's going on liking posts on social media, especially Instagram, that are really linking him to Arsenal. That's it. Meaning that he's sending a message to Chelsea, I don't like you, get out of this deal. And I think it will be of common sense, it will be of total humanity for Chelsea to back out of this deal. The player doesn't want you. Gone are the days when Chelsea used to go on and really get players that really had agreed deals with other teams and really convince them with money to come in through. Right now, these players are really focused, and they use that a lot on African players. I remember Mike Essien was coming to Manchester United. Guess what he did? Abramovich. He promised him ridiculous money, sign-on fee, and he turned his mind and he said, all right, you've gone through the roof on the price, so I have to go on and really don't go to Manchester United. Then the most memorable story was about Mikel Obi. For Mikel Obi had agreed a deal with United. What Abramovich did, he called the father and mother of Mikel Obi. He gave them £20 million. He told them, call your son, tell him that he shouldn't go to Manchester United. He should go on and join Chelsea. That's what happened. And he really turned round. Arjen Robben. That's what happened. You get Chelsea used to hijack players like that. But gone are the days that now things have changed. Things have changed. It's now all about the profile and the plan that the manager is really revealing to the player. So I believe that when push comes to shove, Arsenal will see Shakhtar Donetsk calm down and really relaxing. Because I know Chelsea are really going to back out of this deal. I'm 100% sure Chelsea are going to back out of this deal because they also can't pay 100 million euros for this guy. What they want is they are trying their chances. They are throwing a stone in the bush to see what comes out, to see what comes out of the bush. And as they really let down a player of Benfica, Enzo Fernandez, to an extent that he really went to the board and told them how to go to Chelsea, that's the same scenario is going to happen between Chelsea and Shakhtar on Mudryk. They might not even reach the amount of money that Arsenal is putting in, but they just want to delay Arsenal and really, I believe they just want to really distort the Arsenal transfer window because they know that they've been the kings of London for very many years. Now Arsenal are the new boys on the block. That's it. They are topping the Premier League table. They are showing they're going to get Champions League football. 6 years, they've not been playing Champions League, and now they are competing. Chelsea is afraid of Arsenal getting a player of the quality of Mudryk, and they want to hijack, but this hijack might collapse and the player might end up at Arsenal. Now, David Austin concluded this story by telling us that Shakhtar are not coming down in price at the moment, so I think this one may play out over the coming weeks towards the end of the transfer window. There is not going to be a quick resolution despite the fact Shakhtar officials are in London. So, Shakhtar officials are in London, but it looks like the time frame of this deal has really gone out of the time frame. That's it, because this deal was supposed to be ended or accomplished by Arsenal, I think, before the 9th. Before these players, the Shakhtar players return to training in Turkey because they're supposed to report on 9th, and on 10th they are going to be in Turkey resuming their training to really resume their season. So as things stand, it's really not known when this deal is supposed to be done, but David Austin is really telling us that it might really happen towards the end of the transfer window. That doesn't play into what Mikel Arteta wanted, because he alarmed to Edu that I want more signings after that game of Newcastle, because he knew that he had no forward gears to press when a game like that of Newcastle really went nasty. So I believe let's wait and see what's going to happen in between the deal of this guy known as Mudryk and Shakhtar Donetsk with Arsenal. But all in all, Fabrizio Romano confirmed to us that Dario Sana, Shakhtar Donetsk director, here at Stamford Bridge as expected for Chelsea game and City. Arsenal will keep pushing for Mudryk. Players' preference and total priority, but Shakhtar also met with Chelsea in the last hours. So this is the director. That is the director at Stamford Bridge watching the game of the game of Chelsea versus Man City, and obviously went ahead to talk to Dodi Boili, and I believe we are going to know the results of their dialogue very, very soon. So Mudryk wants to join Arsenal. Chelsea are trying to hijack the deal. Let's see who is really going to go ahead and really win this. And this is some good news for all Arsenal fans all over the world, as we shift from Mudryk's story to a man known as Emile Smith-Rowe, who returned in training. 2 weeks now he's training with Arsenal. Obviously, Simon Collins, he's an Arsenal correspondent for the Evening Standard. He's telling us that Smith-Rowe injured his groin at the start of September and underwent surgery, but is now back training and has an outside chance of making the squad for Monday's FA Third Cup round or tie at Oxford. Now, if there is a player that Arsenal have really missed this season, it's Emile Smith-Rowe, and his return is going to be like a new signing as that of a man called Gabriel Jesus. Those two returning to Arsenal is going to be a very, very huge boost, because they are going to bolster their forward line. Because Emile Smith-Rowe is a different kind of player. He is a different kind of player altogether that has gone ahead to diversify that position of a left attacking midfielder. You see to it that Martinelli is firing in goals, but the few minutes this guy is going to be coming on the field of play, he's really going to take Arsenal to the next level. You need, Arsenal fans all over the world, you need those goals of Martinelli. Deciding big games. Being direct. You get? He shoots from nowhere. You get? He's a player who is unpredictable. And secondly, I like one thing about him. His decision making is really up there. When he cuts inside, you might think he's going to go in for a curling effort at goal. Then he goes in for a cutback. You get? Sometimes you think he's going to do a cutback, then he goes for a shot. He's not selfish, first and foremost. He only goes for goal when that is the only option he's left with. But if at all there is an option of him going in for an assist, he goes in for it. He has line-breaking passes. He's strong, he's hardworking, his intensity is not doubted. So I think he's going to be like a new signing for Arsenal, and it helps Gabriel Martinelli also to have a rest sometimes, because it's not good to see to it that Martinelli is playing every game, 90 minutes at Arsenal. I think it's better if Emile Smith-Rowe is back. You will know that maybe Martinelli will be playing like 70, Smith-Rowe comes in and plays some 20. You get sometimes Smith-Rowe starts, Martinelli comes in later, because you need that rotation at Arsenal. So Emile Smith-Rowe is expected to start in the game of Arsenal versus Oxford in the FA Cup tie on Monday, and I believe tomorrow I'm going to come up with the match preview. I'm going to come out and digest that game very well to let you know who do I think is going to start for Arsenal, and I really expect wholesome changes from the team of Arsenal as they prepare to take on Tottenham Hotspur over the weekend. So after that, there is a story coming in from Mikel Silvestre. Used to play for Manchester United and crossed to Arsenal. He has gone ahead and really said the following on Martin Odegaard. In his own words, he first said the following, that Odegaard, a real asset for Arsenal. He's growing into a technical leader, complementing the vocal leadership of Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. This guy is 24 years of age. When you look at what he's doing on the field of play, you won't believe that he has been having a staggering career from the age of 16 when they got him from Norway, where he was really thought to be one of the next big stars in the world. To an extent that Madrid put out a buyout clause in his contract of 300 million euros. That is Martin Odegaard, and he ended up going to Arsenal at 35 million pounds. So, Before, we saw him here. He was at Real Sociedad loan there, but obviously Arsenal went in for him. Played some 6 months in January, from January of 2021 to the June of 2021, and then he returned on a permanent basis, and he was sold permanently at Arsenal. He's enjoying himself, and at the beginning of the season, the manager really gave him the armband to captain the team and see what fruits he has really gave the team of Arsenal. Obviously, he's a leader, and he's being helped by Jesus, Granit Xhaka, and Thomas Partey. He's turning into that player that we all really wanted to be. And I will reiterate my words on him. I believe he's the best central attacking midfielder in the Premier League this season, by far. That's it. Like me or hate me, like it or believe it, that are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts about the guy. Now, he has continued to let us know that, when Cesc Fabregas was made captain, it was quite similar to Odegaard as captain. Very young, but you are the best on the pitch. For Cesc Fabregas was really out of this world. I remember he became the Arsenal captain at the age of 18. He came in and played for Arsenal at the age of 15, nearly hitting 16 years of age. And in all those years, the two captains of Arsenal left. In the year of 2005, Patrick Vieira left. He was the captain of Arsenal. Then Thierry Henry became the captain of Arsenal. He played that year of 2006, and then he went to Barcelona after really being beaten by Barcelona in the Champions League final in 2006. Then Cesc Fabregas was made the captain of Arsenal, and ever since then the rest was history. So he's comparing him to Cesc Fabregas as far as things are really concerned. And Cesc Fabregas is at Arsenal to really go ahead and really do his badge, do his coaching stuff, coaching studies there, all practicals, and I think he's enjoying himself with Jack Wilshere. So I think he's right about Odegaard. You know me, I really like Odegaard. I like that guy, and I believe that the sky is not even the limit for him, because there are footsteps on the moon. This guy is really going to blossom more and more at Arsenal. So your thoughts on no quick Mudryk to Arsenal resolution, confirmed to us by David Austin, are welcome in the comment section below. Emily Smith-Rowe returning, what are your thoughts about him? Would you start him in the game of Oxford, or you would just let him come in through and play some 30 minutes? Then, do you believe with what Mikel Silvestre is talking about Odegaard? Thank you for watching in through Rokani David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. Subscribe to our channel, guys. Subscribe to it, and don't forget to hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. I hand you over to the Almighty Lord to protect you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you in the second video of the day. That means 3 more to go, and 5 are really going to be in your eyes by the end of today. I'm out.